Well, hello there. It's been a few days. You don't know that, but I know that. Because all of this stuff is back to back to back. Oh, man. So I did end up going to Greenville, South Carolina. The convention was for the COS, the Christian Ophthalmology Society. And basically, it says it in the name. It's a group of ophthalmologists, eye doctors, eye surgeons, and they meet once a year to just talk about like what's been going on with the ophthalmology world, what's been going on with like their mission fields, stuff like that. And it's been going on for 48 years. This was their 48th time meeting, so had a lot of fun. Did some new things, had some new food. I had Afghan food for the first time. It was really good. I think I had like 7 different dishes. I think my favorite was the sweet potato dish. Sweet potato dish, and then right behind it was probably the chickpeas. I'm not counting the meats. The meats were really good, but the meats obviously would beat everything else pretty much. So I had lamb, chicken. I don't think I had anything else. There was something else. I don't remember what it was though. There was 4 different meats. One meat I have no clue what it was. I think, and I know I had chicken and lamb, but yeah. So, yeah, the sweet potato was super interesting because it was sweet potato with a bunch of other stuff, but the description was sweet potato with yogurt and cool mint. And their version of yogurt is not like our yogurt. It is without sugars and stuff. So it's just, it was just the consistency of yogurt that we have, but its natural taste. So it was a little bitter, a little sour, but it paired well with the sweet potato and the mint. So it was really interesting. It was really cool. I have no clue where I am in terms of Stardew. I think I got to go trout fishing, I think. Yes? Yeah, because today is like the second day of rainbow trout fishing. But this is mostly just going to be a story time. This is going to be like a backlog of my last few days because it's Sunday. It's the 28th of July, 2024, 7:42 p.m., 1942. I'm actually really, really tired. I was up at 8 on Saturday, and then some stuff happened to where I actually didn't go to bed until 2 a.m. and then I had to get up at 3 to drive my dad and someone else to the airport. And then I drove back. I drove an hour back before I was like, I can already tell I'm not going to make it, the 4-hour drive before I would need to sleep. So I'll sleep now while it's cool in the morning at 5 in the morning and wake up when it's hot. And I did that. So I slept from like 5 until 1, 5 a.m. to 1300. So, and then I made it the rest of the way back. Got Miss Thelma some food, and here I am. So, although it was super dumb because it took me 5 hours to go to Greenville, for some reason I had my Google Maps setting on avoid highway. So it took me an extra hour and 20 minutes to get to him, and only 4 hours to get back. But it was okay. That wasn't a horrible amount of time, and it was an area I'd never driven through before, so I saw some stuff I'd never seen. And it was funny because he didn't see me, and his partners that have seen me didn't recognize me because of all my hair. And so I walked up behind my dad, and I just put my arm on his shoulder, and I said, "Now, are these microscopes, are these any good?" And it really got him. He turned around real slowly with like a puzzled, "Who do you think you are?" look on his face. And then when he recognized it was me, he brightened up and stuff. It was pretty fun. And we got to do some stuff together and hang out and talk. So it was good. It was a real good time. I might talk more about it in the next study video, but I'm super tired. So I'm kind of just giving the base things of what happened. So, and I had to use DoorDash to jumpstart my car. That was funny. So I have the 2 cars, and I started the truck day before I dropped my van off, and it started up just fine. I have some battery issues. But then at 4 in the morning when I was trying to leave, it wouldn't start. I was like, crud. And first thing I did was called a place, and they're like, yeah, we'll do it for $262. I was like, no, there's no way. I can't afford that. And they said, well, what were you thinking? I said, well, it only takes $100 for me to get my vehicle towed, so I would expect a jump start to take less than that. So no thank you. I'll figure something else out. And I was maybe going to do a Craigslist, but then I was like, well, I don't know if anyone will actually see this. But then I had the idea. I was like, oh, I could just order DoorDash and be like, hey, I'll pay you extra dollars in cash to jumpstart my car. And it worked. The dude pulled up, and I said, I bet you've never had something like this. And he's like, funny enough, I've done this exact thing myself. So there you go. I'm not the only person who's outsmarted the system. But yeah, it was a fun trip. Everything went well. Met some people that I had connections with and didn't know I had connections with. I'd never seen them before, but just like digitally, I've had connections with them. So then we connected face to face. Met some people I'd never seen before. Saw some cool machines and stuff. Because for the microscopes that my dad builds, it's like the main product that the company he works for does. They're portable, so they weigh less than 50 pounds, but they are of high enough quality you can use them for eye surgeries, mostly cataract eye surgery. Another way you can do cataract surgery instead of just pulling the lens out, and I don't know everything about it, so I encourage you to go look it up if you don't know what I'm talking about, because I barely know what I'm talking about myself. So you can either pull the cataract out, or you can use something called a phaco machine. It's like PHAKO. You can use a phaco machine, which is basically a very, very, very microscopic jackhammer on the end of a tool, and it breaks up the cataract, and then you suck it out with a suction cup. And there was someone there that had done the same thing my dad's company did with a phaco machine. They had built a portable, small version of a phaco machine instead of having to be a big, lunky. So think about it this way. Old computers used to take up an entire room of a building, and now a computer takes up, it takes up 2 foot by 2 foot space under my desk. Well, same kind of concept. The eye doctor's microscopes are like huge, expensive, heavy machines that are not portable, but also the phaco machines are the same way. So these two companies have now done that. They've made it cheaper, portable, smaller, and so it was cool to look at that stuff. But yeah, I just figured I was like, I'm really, really tired. I don't want to play Valorant. No one's online that I know, so I'll just pull Stardew open and talk about it while it's mostly fresh in my mind. But let's get going here. A viewer from Pelican Town wrote to me recently. Let's see, her name's Haley. She wrote, I tried your pink cake last time I was in Zuzu City, and I fell in love with it. Could you share the recipe on your next episode? Well, why not? It's a marvelous cake, and you'll never guess the secret ingredient. Melon. Learn how to cook pink cake. Good. There's a few people who like pink cake. Haley and Marnie like pink cake. I know that for a fact. So let's get going here. I need to go milk the cow. I need to try turning this on. Today's luck is spirits are happy. They'll do their best to shower everyone with good fortune. Okay. Forgot to drink my coffee. No. Now that I'm thinking about everything, I need to keep an eye on... what's it? Keep an eye on my eggs for Gus. 1 chicken, 2 chicken. Oh my goodness. Almost there, actually. So pet both. There's a brown one. There's the other brown one. Okay. Yeah, I'm really tired. I wasn't getting up near as early as my dad was, but I was still getting up earlier than I'd like and going to bed later than I'd like, especially with all the weird driving times and whatnot. But yeah, my dad definitely had it a lot more rough than I did. Thank goodness he didn't have to drive back to where he... back to... Rexiel, I need truffle oil. Don't ask me why, Mayor Lewis. Well, that'll be a while, Lewis. I've got the oil, but I don't have the truffles. Trout thing. Do these poppies. I have to go get more. Run all this to Gunther. Let's go ahead and open this stuff. So let's get some things to sell to Lewis. I'll still go trout fishing, but if I'm remembering, it felt like there was an endless supply of rewards. It didn't feel like there was an actual ending. I'm looking for a flounder to serve at breakfast tomorrow. I can do that tomorrow. That should be enough. Go use the rest for all of these boxes. Trash cookies. I don't know where Grandpa's going. How did you see that? I don't know how he saw that. Gunther, can I give you any of this stuff? Please say yes. I can. Good. Okay. Kind of happy I didn't get a reward right now, since I want to do the box breakings. Oh, and my hoe is done. I'd forgotten. I probably need to put something else in here. Ouch. So the only thing I've got left right now is my axe and my watering can. I'll probably do the watering can since it's close to the next season. Ancient seed. More boxes. Wow, 3 farm totems from 1 box. Goodness. Oh, what is that? Lobster bisque. Lots of deluxe speed grow. That'll be good. Carp surprise. Oh, 5 mega bombs. Okay. It's kind of interesting that you'll know what you open next won't be something in your inventory. I like how that is a hint as to what you'll get. Dump this stuff off. And bread in here somewhere. There we go. I think, and yeah, I moved my totems out here. Pretty sure I've turned this in, but since I have to go back to Clint, I'll walk it there. Yeah, I gotta talk to Clint anyway. Or I gotta go finish with Clint anyway, so Gunther will be right there. Like a faint beeping in my right ear, and like I know I'm not talking right now while I'm playing, but I felt like I was too brain dead to try to play and talk at the same time. Hey, good, I can sell that. Oh, I forgot Iridium. Oh, mystery hat made from the leftovers of a mystery box. That's kind of cool. I wonder if it'll give me special stuff. sticks up there. Oh my goodness, it really sticks up there. That is pretty cool though, I like that. So yeah, let's go back and look at our iridium status. Okay, I thought I'd already, yeah, there it was right there. I thought I already turned in this red thing. Helvite. And I told my dad I was doing this YouTube stuff. I don't know if he'll remember. Oh, he did remember because he asked me about it today. He was very tired, poor guy. First day I was there, he was struggling. At one point, he nodded off for 3 seconds in my truck. I mean, it was kind of funny to watch, but I felt bad that he was that tired. So let's see. That goes there. I'll sell things tomorrow to get. Well, no, I really should put. I should put it in there today. Trout fishing will have to wait. Crud. And I think I'll turn in my watering can. Make sure it's ready for the planting season. Oh, it's a fall seed. That's why I'm not finding it. It goes right there. Yep, there it is. Okay. Let's go. And then we'll go fishing. But especially because I can upgrade all my stuff. I should upgrade all my stuff ASAP. Yeah. Do that. I actually had so much fun. I hope I can go do it again. Go to the event next year and help out. Like, I didn't get paid or anything, and I had my truck to sleep in, but my dad's roommate was okay with me being in there, so I took my bed from the truck and put it on the floor of their hotel room, which was very nice with the air conditioning, because it was gonna be hot regardless. It was gonna be hot if I didn't, so it was very nice thing to let me sleep in the hotel room. And my dad had offered me, because they both had a queen bed. My dad offered me the other side of the queen bed, but I said that's okay. I'll be just fine, and it was comfortable. All right, Trout. Give me lots of stuff today. Now nothing. There we go. Is this different than... I guess it is. Oh, roe is the eggs. Fresh fish eggs. These can be aged in a preserves jar to bring out more flavor. I'll have to do that. Yeah, I'm really tired. trying to hold out as long as I can since I slept for 7 hours. Someone I know is getting back into Rainbow Six Siege, so maybe I'll go play that to help keep me awake. Because it's a lot more fun when you have people you know. One thing is, we had a bunch of leftover snacks and food, and I was the one who carried them downstairs from the hotel room, and I left. My hands were very full with all of that, so I left it in the lobby where my dad and this other person were. I went to the parking garage to get my truck, which kind of barely fit in the parking garage. It was nerve-wracking to park. And then I came back down, loaded all their stuff, and I was 20 minutes away from the hotel, heading towards the airport, and I realized, you know, they had handed me all of the luggage, and none of that luggage was the food. And so I just said out loud, we didn't pack up the food, did we? And Dad was like, no, did you tell me to? And I was like, I didn't. I just put it there and totally forgot about it. So it was my fault. But there was like sodas, my Prime. Oh, I need to drink that Prime. My Prime that I took. And like a ton of snacks and some leftover pizza. And I was really disappointed. But it turns out that the interstate I needed to start heading back to my apartment, I had to go back into almost the center of Greenville. And the hotel that the convention was at and where they slept was just 10 minutes the opposite direction. I was like, yeah, that'll be worth it. It'll be worth it. Because originally I was thinking, oh, I'm driving away. To get to the airport, I was driving away from Greenville. And I was like, well, it's not worth driving 30 minutes back. Not worth driving 30 minutes back for this food. It's not even worth that and it's not even worth that in diesel or to translate to what the food was worth that I got left behind. So I was like, well, that's really upsetting, but my dad agreed. But then, yeah, it turns out I didn't have to keep going the direction I was going. I had to backtrack. Because there's no, from Fayetteville to Greenville, there's no major east to west interstate. There's an old highway, Highway 9, which is the one I took. That took me 5 hours. But there's no interstate. To get to one to the other, you have to go very north towards like Charlotte, or you have to go very south towards Columbia, and then back. You know, kind of a triangle effect. You go down, and then the middle point there's a different interstate. So yeah. So it turned out okay. You know, just that little extra time to get the food, and that's that Mountain Dew I'm drinking. That was one of the sodas. My dad bought himself some sodas when we went to Walmart. And he didn't drink them all because the convention was serving drinks that had been paid for by the people attending. So I've got them now because he couldn't take them on the airplane. But I felt really, really bad. I was so happy when I got to have the decision to go get it. Well, I had the decision the whole time, but it just didn't make sense to go back for it, even as badly as I wanted to. So yeah, definitely has me excited for November, because with as spontaneous as that was, it was kind of stressful at first, but you know, November, Thanksgiving is set in stone, and I'm going. So I sent a message to my dad's dad, my grandpa. It's like, hey, don't know if you knew, but I actually just went and visited my dad while he was working in South Carolina. It's got me excited for Thanksgiving. Can't wait to see you and the family. So, because it did. I thought it'd be nice for him to hear that. Oh no, a bream. Don't do this. I haven't even used up all this bait. It was, oh, something weird had happened. So we went to AutoZone that first day. Our first stop was AutoZone. And it was to get a jumper box. Because the jumper box was 80 bucks. The one I wanted was 80 bucks. You know, so it was like, well, it's not bad to have it, and I'm having battery issues as it is. I don't want to have to deal with DoorDash again, or somebody else. So we went there, and on the drive there, my dad was like, it sounds like your power steering is low on fluid. And so we got there, and we checked. It was raining. It was awful. And yeah, it was hard to find it, but we found it. And when we pulled it out, the dipstick that was attached to it, yeah, you couldn't see any fluid. So we went and bought a bottle of power steering. But I barely had to pour any power steering fluid into it, and I actually overfilled it on accident. But it fixed the problem, fixed the groaning and the creaking he was hearing. I was just like, it's just part of the thing. But it was super weird because I barely had to use any. Like, there's little lines on the bottle that tells you how much is left and how much you've poured in. And like I didn't even have to go to the first line on the bottle, and I went over it. So it fixed the problem, but it was weird. And the color that was in the reservoir was red, and the color I poured in was clear. So I don't know if power steering fluid used to be a different color or what, or if someone poured coolant in it in an accident, but I haven't had issues. But I probably need to check the oil now that I've driven. I don't think I've checked the oil since I've driven that thing. Since after buying it, I haven't. Since after buying it and the fluid levels being checked by somebody, I haven't checked it since, so I probably should do that here soon. Since I've got to be driving it around until my van's fixed, to my doctor's appointments and other things. Golden animal cracker. Oh, I've heard about these. I read the book on these, didn't I? Give this a farm animal to permanently double its produce yield. Doesn't work on pigs. That's actually so cool to get that. I'm going to give that to Choppa. I'll give it to Choppa and my first cow. I'll try to feed it to Yogi and Choppa, and if Yogi won't take it, I'll feed it to the cow. I don't know the cow's name. That's super cool, though. I like that. I wonder if you can give them multiple crackers to enhance the effect. And I don't remember those animal crackers being a thing before. This might just be a one-off. I don't think I've got the energy to do longer than one day. Oh, and oh crud. All the videos I scheduled to post went through, so that was good. It worked out well. That was the first time I had done it, and so that was cool to watch. Cool to watch it, you know, notification on my phone. New Rexiel hamster video. You know, it was really cool. And it's a good test for November. And I've got to get a lot of videos done for November. Because I'll be gone for like 3 weeks. That's okay. I've got time. I've got time. Yes, I love it when I can get a chest and catch the fish perfect as well. I say we just use up all our energy plus some. Speaking of which, today's video posted 29 minutes ago because I planned ahead of I didn't know if I was gonna be back Saturday or Sunday, and so I planned videos for every single day possible I was gonna be gone, and so that's funny to talk about that and then look at my phone and see it. You know, it lit up for another reason, but then I checked the YouTube notifications for my video posting. So that gives you an idea of how far apart these recordings are to when I drop them, because today's the 28th, and that was Stardew Valley video number 21. It was either 21 or 22, so. Well, it's 22. So 22 just posted the day that I'm recording this video, so you can do the math. I'm not going to. At least not right now. Maybe I will when I'm editing, but I'm not going to right now. Could do 2 more casts. Use a good bit of the rainbow trout bait. This is a pike. Maybe. Didn't fight hard enough, I don't think. It's just rainbow trout, okay. Do 1 more. Actually, I'm hungry, so I'm gonna go eat that pizza. There we go. Good timing. One more tag, maybe? Oh, it's okay. Let's see. Let's do... Warp Totem. Omni Geode. Oh, I'll just put a chest down. Maybe give these to the chickens tonight if they'll take them. Or the chicken and the another bucket hat. And Yogi. More mystery boxes. Diamond. Another mounted painting. Deluxe bait. There we go. Last one. Triple shot espresso. Maybe I should have kept 1 golden ticket to see if I could turn it in next time. Okay. Shouldn't have to drink a coffee because of the warp totems. Oh, computer. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and stop. I'm very tired and I'm hungry now that I'm thinking about it. So yeah, that's what happened. Most of what happened. And I don't have, I didn't share a lot of the fine details because some stuff I don't know what I can say and share and what stuff I couldn't. So, better to be safe than sorry. Anyway. Hear you later.